Hello, and welcome to the fifth installment of the Heritage of America Band Morale Sessions. This is Senior Airman Dan Dyer, and I will be leading today's session on why you should consider building your own budget editing rig. The first thing I'd like to bring up is if you build a very powerful computer that is powerful enough to edit videos quickly without stalling or stuttering, you will also have something that's good for other high-powered things like recording yourself with a lot of plugins or playing a lot of computer games if that's your thing. The best thing about building your own computer is that you can use it for your personal uses. One of the largest benefits of having your own personal supercomputer is being able to go through that massive hard drive of yours filled with all of this gig footage you've been collecting over the last few decades and edit it down into something you can use to book yourself, let other people know you're out there, promote your social media channels, or watch yourself. I know that was the case for me because I've just had a lot of these random videos sitting around that I couldn't do anything with, so I purchased my own copy of Premiere Pro for a couple of months, and I was able to go in and clean out, I think it was about 50 gigs of footage from my hard drive. It was ridiculous. Audio and video take up a lot less space when you mix them together. Kind of handy if you're running out of it. The biggest thing that I learned while embarking on this project was that it really isn't that expensive to build your own editing rig, or any powerful computer for that matter. This particular one that we're looking at in the picture was built from some old office computers. I don't have all the RAM installed, but this one runs about 32 gigabytes of RAM. It takes a significant amount of data to make this computer even thinking about slowing down. This computer I built for myself is still substantially faster than my off-network government computer, which is itself extremely fast. I had originally budgeted about $1,500 to build myself a new computer. The old one I had was an office computer from 2005. I don't know, is that the Pleistocene era as far as computers go? So it was old, it needed replacing, and so the budget was out there for a new one, and after setting aside the money, I realized that it really was not that difficult to procure and assemble the parts for your own personal computer. The thing that you really want to have worked out before you go online, because the options are various, is to know exactly what you're going to use it for and exactly how much you want to spend. So I knew I was going to do some editing on the side as soon as the COVID started to heat up. It seemed like a good time, maybe in my free time when I couldn't really leave the house, to start bolstering my social media channel. The parts you're going to need to build your own computer, there isn't a whole lot of variance between manufacturers, and I can't really get into that here anyway. But what you will need is a solid motherboard, and the reason I went with an old office computer to do this build was because it's an office computer. This thing is meant to have the snot beaten out of it on a daily 9-to-5 basis by someone who really doesn't know how to use one. So I figured that was the best way to go, and so far I've been absolutely correct. This one will hold about 32 gigabytes of RAM. It also has a 4-core processor. The processor in this is one of the fastest DDR3 processors, and that's going back a few years for computers. 4 cores will get you through most things though. The second thing I want to talk about is the graphics card. The one I chose for this project is a very high power card. Well, it's a very powerful card, but it does not draw a lot of power from the computer itself. which is kind of great because that means that I didn't have to get that expensive of a power supply. The one I chose here, it's one of the newer ones, and some of the newer ones have a feature that stops the fan when it's not running at full power, which is great if you're going to use this for any kind of recording activities. So folks, that's pretty much it. I'm going to stick around and hopefully answer some questions, and we can get pretty deep on this topic if you want. I think that would be fun. It's fun for me. Hopefully it's fun for you too. And this has been a great morale session, and I look forward to seeing everybody on Monday. Have a great Friday afternoon. Bye.